Hello, my name is Alicia Davis, and I'm doing my presentation on Muhlenberg County for my geography class. Muhlenberg County was formed in 1798 out of parts of Logan and Christian counties. It was named by General Peter Muhlenberg, who was born in 1746 and died in 1807. General Peter Muhlenberg was also an ordained minister. This is a Veterans Memorial dedicated by the city of Greenville. This memorial was erected in 1987 through funds donated to Muhlenberg County for the memorial. This memorial holds 12 plaques, all listing the names of men and women who served our country in World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. These 6 plaques sit just to the left of the previous picture. These plaques hold the names of veterans that served our country. This is a centerpiece of the Veterans Memorial site. This gives indicators that used to mark soldiers for different ranks, positions, and service. This also gives the sponsors for the memorial and the dates. This is a close-up of one plaque showing the names of all the men and women who served our country. Next is Paradise Park, which was established in 1997. This is Merle Travis's childhood home and birthplace. This is a plaque that sits on the front of the home, marking his birthplace and childhood home. Paradise Park also holds the first schoolhouse, building, and library that Muhlenberg County had. Muhlenberg County is now home to over 30,000 people and growing. Muhlenberg County has many features to visit, such as Green River. Green River has many places that people can reach it from Muhlenberg County. Green River flows from the Ohio River. Green River provides a great outlet for goods to travel commercially. The primary good that is shipped on this river is coal. This allows the coal to leave the county and head to major trade centers along the Mississippi River. TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, you can see just off in the distance. TVA is one of the nation's largest coal-fired power plant. The river provided a great outlet for the coal to travel to the plant. TVA has located on their land a boat ramp, public fishing, a historic village of Paradise Cemetery. This cemetery is the only remnant left of the city of Paradise. TVA Power Plant. This power plant started operation in 1963 with 2 units opening and a third opening in 1970. Paradise contains 3 cooling towers. This plant is the only TVA power plant with cooling towers. The barge unloading facility was built in 1985 to help coal arrive to the plant more efficiently. Coal still arrives via barge, train, and truck to power this plant. Two of the 3 coal-fired units shut down in April of 2017, and 2 natural gas plants were brought online. This happened because the risk assessment showed that the risk to the environment of running the fossil plant outweighed the need. TVA began researching in August of 2018 the possibility that closing the remaining coal-fired unit and replacing with a natural gas plant in another location. The 3rd unit that is still in commission currently employs 131 workers. In February of 2019, the TVA board voted to shut down the remaining coal-fired unit. This shutdown will take place in December of 2020. Both Governor Bivens and President Trump pleaded with TVA to leave the plant open. TVA will also close an additional 3 plants in the next few years. Many employees have already started seeking jobs elsewhere with the impending shutdown. Hazel Creek Baptist Church. Hazel Creek Baptist Church began in 1797. This is the oldest church not only in Muhlenberg County but also in the state of Kentucky, with the exception of Severance Valley and Elizabethtown. The first pastor of Hazel Creek Baptist Church was Benjamin Talbot. This is the back of the stilt block steps that sit in front of Hazel Creek Baptist Church. These steps were built by hand in 1859 to accommodate women coming to church. They were built by Garland D. Craig. These steps were used every week by women and children. Horse-drawn carriages would pull up next to these stone steps for men to let women out. The women would walk down these steps from their carriages to go to church. Shipping by rail. Rails were used as a primary way of shipping that took place in Muhlenberg County. Around half of all trade. Rails came in second to the river. Rail cars carried everything from coal to passengers. Rail stop in Greenville. As shown, the rail cars, the passengers would carry baggage to and from the train, steps to help passengers board and exit the train, along with many other things that were used on a daily basis with train travel. This is the historic train car that shows the track connected Paducah, Kentucky to Louisville, Kentucky, and everything in between, including Muhlenberg County. Ken American Resources. This mine supplies most of the coal that Paradise Fossil Plant uses today. This coal mine is one of 4 that are still in operation. Through the last decade, there have been more than 100 coal mines in Muhlenberg County. Ken American Coal Mines, still in operation to supply TVA with coal to power the plant and provide electric to many customers. This is the coal mine entrance used by trucks to carry coal to the power plant on the other side of town. Ken American is roughly 20 miles from Paradise Fossil Power Plant. Ken American Coal Mine is still used today to provide coal for the county and many places around the state. Lieutenant Ephraim M. Brank. Ephraim Brank Monument Project took place from 2010 to 2014. He was a hero of the Battle of New Orleans. He was a sergeant in the Kentucky militia. He was born in 1791 and died in 1875. The story of Ephraim Brank was one that was passed down from generation to generation. The War of 1812 was one that was between the United States of America and the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The war was known as the Forgotten War or the Revolutionary War Part II. This war was based on a disagreement over shipping and trade down on the sea. The word did not get to New Orleans till February, that a treaty was signed in December for peace. Ephraim M. Brank was a lone sharpshooter. He took out many of the enemies from a great distance, so great that the enemy laughed when he aimed to fire at them. Every shot he took killed a soldier from the opposite side. It is said that Ephraim contributed more to winning the war than any other single factor. He was born in North Carolina in 1791 and moved to Greenville in 1808. 1 month after the battle in New Orleans, he was promoted to lieutenant above many others that were ranked above him. It is said that Ephraim did more to win the war than any other single contributing factor. Four Legions Fountain. This fountain was erected and dedicated on September 5th, 1992. This monument was erected in honor of these 4 men and their style of playing music. One of these styles was known as thumb picking. This came about when Kennedy Jones resorted to thumb-picking style of guitar playing that his mother taught him. He resorted to play this way to relieve blisters he had on his fingers. This is how thumb-picking was born. This fountain was erected in honor of 4 major musicians of the time. Kennedy Jones, born August 1st, 1900, and died September 5th, 1990. Isaac Milford Everly, born on April 29th, 1908, and died on October 22nd, 1975. Merle Travis, born on November 29th, 1997, and died on October 20th, 1983. And Mose Razier, born on April 2nd, 1911, and died on May 14th, 1986. Mose Razier was known to be a great musician that many followed in order to become who they are today. Mose Razier was born on April 2nd, 1911 in Ohio County. He lived in Drakesboro from 1931 till he died in May of 1986. He is one of the legends the fountain was erected in memory of. Historic monuments of Muhlenberg County. This monument is about General Nathan Bedford Forrest. He led his troops to Muhlenberg County on 3 different occasions to recon with the rest of their troops. They came through Muhlenberg County on 3 different occasions. Once in November of 1861, then November 1861, and January of 1862. This monument shows the Confederate raids and invasions and a Federal retreat in Kentucky. This map shows back out of the trail each leader took with their troops to raid, invade, and as well as retreat. This shows not only Muhlenberg County, but all of Kentucky. This is located on the back of Nathan's plaque. This monument is a historic gristmill mill from Paradise community. The song Paradise that John Prine wrote and sung put Muhlenberg County on the map. This monument serves as a tribute to John Prine. His song talks about childhood memories in a small coal mining town of Paradise. This stone monument adds to the memorial of the men and women who fought for our country during the World War. This displays the Battle of New Orleans. The map shown in the trail that the soldiers would have taken during the war and shows where the troops were congregated during the war. This is my presentation on Muhlenberg County. Thank you for watching my presentation on Muhlenberg County. These are my sources I cited that I used for research. All pictures were taken by me.